Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a quick video. There will be more videos coming because it's near the end of the month. But I just wanted to show you guys the rest of my TBR for February. It's February 26th. So we have a couple days left in February. And I'm down to my last few books for my last few prompts for the girl bands. Battle of the Girl Bands. So I have 4 physical books left, and I think 1 or 2 audiobooks. Might be just 1 now. I'll have to look. But the physical books that I have left to read for the rest of February are just these 4. With these plus the audiobooks, I will have finished all the prompts for Battle of the Girl Bands, all 40 prompts for Battle of the Girl Bands. Yeah, so what do I have left, you ask? I have The Dutchman by Meyers. This is a murder mystery set in New Amsterdam, which is a settlement in the tip of Manhattan Island before it became New York. So this one will be for set in New York in the Cheetah Girls prompts. Yeah, it's definitely in New York. It's right in the heart of New York City. It's just, there's not a city there yet. So I like that one. I was hemming and hawing over which book to do for set in Texas. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, this whole book is about the Kennedy assassination, which takes place in Dallas. So, it's Texas. I don't need to try and find a whole other book set in Texas. This one's set in Texas. And there's still a read-along going on for that book, for 11/22/63 by Stephen King, that theoretically I'm participating in, and realistically my bookmark has moved twice so far this month. So I will be focusing on that in sprints for the next couple days. Bring Up the Bodies by Hilary Mantel. This one is for a book by an author that you didn't like a previous book by. Because I did not actually enjoy Wolf Hall. It was okay, but if it wasn't for the fact that this book is on lists that I kind of need to read it to check the book off, I wouldn't be wanting to read the rest of the series because I didn't really enjoy it. Although I've finished other Hilary Mantel books that I liked. But recent experience would not have me going for book 2 in this series. So I'm reading it anyway. I would have to read it anyway, but it definitely counts for that prompt. And then the other prompt that I'm reading a physical book for is Book with a Cat. The Pawful Truth by Miranda James. This is for the first prompt from the Cheetah Girls. So the total prompts that I have left to complete are the cat prompt, the set in New York prompt, the author you disliked a book from prompt, and then in my own team's prompts I have set in Texas, which is 11/22/63, highly anticipated read, which I'm listening to the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. And then Intimidates You. This is possibly going to be the last one I complete, and I think it's going to be physical. So, and you'll notice my background has changed. We're rearranging stuff. So I have no idea where I'm going to eventually be set up, but it'll probably be kind of here because the light is good and it fits my desk better. But we'll see by the time we get all the furniture arranged. And we need to get some new chairs that actually fit the spaces better. So I have 3 options for Intimidates You. 1 is Gone with the Wind, which was going to be my set in Georgia book, but instead I did Andersonville Diary by John L. Ransom, which is a nonfiction, the diaries of a guy that was in Andersonville as a prisoner during the Civil War. Heavy topic, but definitely if you're interested in that, the Andersonville Diary by Ransom is a good book to read. It covers like what it was like to be there and how it got there, you know, sort of. It's not a historian's account though, so it doesn't give you why it happened or how it happened or any of that. So I will be watching for other books about Andersonville as well, to fill in the gaps for the stuff that a Union soldier who is prisoner in Andersonville would not be privy to. Anyway, so now that I don't have to read Gone with the Wind for set in Georgia, it might be my book for Intimidates You. I don't know. Sources of Chinese Tradition is another option, because this is what I was supposed to have been reading last month, and by the end of last month I'd finished 10 pages. So I've been reading it a little bit. It's more than 10 pages now for this month, but it's not moved very much. I'm enjoying it. It's just, it does kind of intimidate me, and especially since it's the first in a 2-volume set. And the other book that I was supposed to be reading this month and haven't really got started with is Capital by Karl Marx. So one of these 3 I will finish for February, theoretically, if I finish all the prompts. But if I don't finish all the prompts, probably the book that intimidates you will be the one that I don't finish. Which kind of goes with the intimidates you concept. Anyway, so that is my books for Battle of the Girl Bands. So for this reading event, the books I've completed are The Only Story by Julian Barnes, Horror Store. I'm not going to look up the authors if I didn't put them on here, so I'll just read them off. I'll put everything in the description. Life Class by Pat Barker. The Complaints by Ian M. Banks. Or no, I think that was Ian Rankin. My Murder. I'll put it in the bottom. Of Love and Treason. In the Dark. Our Nig. Sapiens. The Splendid and the Vile. The Year of Less. Alcatraz versus the Scrivener's Bones. The Librarian of Crooked Lane. Babel. Breasts and Eggs. Creativity by John Cleese. The Girl on the Train. Stoner by John Williams. Combat Magics, which is a Doctor Who book. An Astronomer in Love by Antoine Laurent. Andersonville Diary by Ransom. Under the Banner of Heaven by John Krakauer. Thornhedge by T. Kingfisher? Something like that. Unmasking Autism. I don't remember the author on that one. Thinking with Systems. Everyone on this train is a suspect. Killing Lincoln. Lord Jim by Joseph Conrad. A History of the Island by Eugene Volozhkin, I think. We Are the Ark. Firekeeper's Daughter. Dark as the Sky. Red as the Sea. Confident Women. And A Gentleman in Moscow. So, I will put all the names of the books and their authors in the description, and I will do a video at the end of the month that is a longer video that talks a little bit about the books I finished this month. I've definitely done a lot more nonfiction in February. I only did 3 nonfiction in all of January, I think. For February, it's not quite 50-50, but it's getting there. So, lots of cool books. I will talk about them in much more detail, or at least some more detail, in a later video in about 4 days or so. But I have more books to finish before that video can happen. So hopefully your February is going well. I will have TBR videos coming up soon as well, including a March Mystery Madness, which I will probably be slightly dressed up for, since that is the thing for this March Mystery Madness. And I will do a separate TBR video for Realmathon and show off some of my pretty white covered books. If you haven't picked a team yet and are agonizing over what team to pick for Realmathon, just throwing this out there, I am on the Time Realm. So if you want a team with me in it, that'll be Time Realm. And the book cover color for extra points is the white book covers for the Time Realm. So I picked my team based on that, because there were a couple that I could resonate with equally well. I think Shadow is black. Creation might be blue. I don't remember. And I don't remember what the other one... Oh, Blood is red, of course. So if you're picking by what colors of covers you have a lot on your TBR, that might be a way to go. I will be reading a lot again in March. So, guaranteed I will be doing my best to contribute to my team. But I'm not sure which team has the most. I think Shadow probably still has the most people at the moment. And Creation was the one with the least, but I've seen a lot of people that signed up for Creation, so I'm not sure if that's still true. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Hope you're having a great February so far. And yeah, enjoy the weather if you have our kind of weather. We have sun, and it is warm enough to be out there in a t-shirt and shorts right now. And it is the end of February, and that is just, yeah. Anyway, talk to you again soon. Bye, guys!